Yeah, I mean, I think there's a ton of different things that have to take place in order for innovation to really take shape within the insurance industry, because it's pretty much been very much a laggard. But if I had to point to, I'll call two different things that I think that are driving it. One is advancements in technology, and the other is demographics. And when we speak of advancements in technology, Chris I think he hit the nail on the head earlier in the session, 2 sessions ago, when he said data. Data is king. And if you had to really bucket all the new tools and solutions that are coming to market into one of 3 areas, I think it's the way data is gathered, the way data is stored, and then the way data is acted upon. So, to further break that down and bring in some techie terms, the data gathering, it's all about the Internet of Things. And, they pointed it out earlier, but we're talking about by 2020, they estimate 50 billion devices. The world's population is 7 billion. So, everything you do, every minute of every day is connected. So if you have this data, you need to be able to act upon it. You also need to be able to store it. So storing it would be, I think, equivalent to, you hear blockchain a lot, and I don't think anybody is a blockchain expert. You certainly wouldn't bring one up here because it'd bore you to death. But you have to be able, with all this data, you have to be able to store it in a logical order so that you can act upon it. Because folks are going to depend upon the accuracy of that data and the events, the timing of which they happened and occurred. And in order to do that, you need new technology to be efficient with it. And then how we act upon it, we talked about AI, machine learning, and everybody gets scared about job replacement, but the reality of it is with all this data, no human could actually act on it in a timely enough fashion to make it applicable and to be able to use it. So, incorporating AI and machine learning into the devices, I think, is pretty critical. And then when you talk about demographics, I sat at a conference not that long ago, and someone was on stage prior to me, and they said, well, the problem with the devices that are coming to market in the healthcare space is that it's kind of creepy. It's okay for your world to be in the cloud when we're talking about buying groceries or picking out movies, but when it gets into your healthcare, it's kind of creepy. And that's why the adoption hasn't been as such. And I kind of came up afterwards and said, I respectfully disagree. I said, what's creepy to you, and me and you, and people that are older than us, because I think we're kind of in the same boat here, is not creepy. The creepy index is way low. People these days were born, they came out of the womb with a cell phone in their hand. So everything in their life has been tracked, and they expect that data is going to be used to help better their lives. And that translates already all the way down into our benefits plans.